Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Let's talk about a new premiership, the Weimar, from the Germans Kriegsmarine. I'm hoping I'm doing that correctly and saying it correctly. In my view, this is a really fun boat, and she had a phenomenal history in World War II. But first, let's look at her armor. She is not a battle cruiser. She is a heavy light cruiser. Her bow is only 16 millimeter. You can be overpenned at tier 7 quite easily. Even her sides are only 80 millimeters. And right above that, you've only got 25 millimeter. And then, of course, her guns are just over 30, and her superstructure is 10. Narrow boats in the UK have the same steel, so yeah, she's not well armed. You have to angle it and make sure you maneuver quite ability. But all joking aside, she's actually a paper ship. She never saw action in World War II, was never built. She's loosely based on the York class here at tier 7. Now, her hit points for me, because I haven't set up my captain skills, I go to. I have 35, 150, and her torpedo protection is 10%. It's decent.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Now, for guns, here's the fun part. These 150 millimeter guns that she has on her main battery fire every 8 seconds. 20 seconds for turret turn, and they can pen 47 millimeter. So with HE shells, so she can go through just about anything, and they're fast with a maximum range of 14 kilometers. Her secondaries are okay; they're 32 millimeter, and they have for me a 6.9 kilometer range and reload time of 3.2 seconds. They can kind of harass DDs, but her primary focus is her main guns, and 14K is not too bad. Especially when you're going to find out here with Leander. This is comical. This is how powerful the guns are against other cruisers. And bye-bye. Now, she's a premium ship, so she comes pretty standard. You guys can pause this video if you want at any point and look at this. But out of the box, this is what she has. There are no upgrades for her. Now, the main armament modification I take, of course, engine room I take, aiming, and propulsion so I can go fast and slow and speed up by 50%. Her repair is not bad. Hydro's great for this boat. The speed boost here is phenomenal. I do want to get the upgrade for it, and I use fighter, not spotter. I particularly would not be trying to spot with this thing or trying to add the extra, say, 20%. But that's how I play it in operations randos. She is just a DACA machine. And this boat is, in this case with this operation, is a brawler. I'll show you a bit later. But first, here are my flags. Again, you can pause and take a look. This is my standard build that I take for this and pretty much the York and other German cruisers. If I say that the Weimar had one drawback, it would definitely be the range of her torpedoes. Typical German cruiser. They're not amazing, but they're pretty good, especially in close quarters, coming around islands or going after other ships. And here's where the fighter comes in for me in operations and or if I'm trying to see something around an island. She can wreck any type of DD, even tier 9s and tier 8s, and she can wreck, I'm going to say tier 9 and even tier 7 cruisers. Like I said, she's got 4x3, so 4 sets G1 of 533 millimeter torps. They're good for 6 kilometers. My reload time is 68 seconds. Not bad, not great, and they run at 67 knots, which is pretty decent. I'm okay with it. I like it. Got a good shot off there in the fort to help my team. Now, very shortly as we enter harbor, this battle is going to... It's going to get a little hairy. But fun. I have to admit, this was actually a really good team. In my opinion. It's very, it's more and more rare these days in operations or randos you get really good players. But this was a good team. I think I could have got a lot more damage, more than I did at the end of this, but I'll say that for last. It's not a world record. I think Panzernacker has that world record now at 640,000 damage with the same boat. I think the one he had before that was 600,000, which I'm trying to beat, but we'll see. So I already see the Nicholas, and here's what she can do to destroy, even angled. Now, her AA, as you see the carrier coming up, is not bad. I'll let you pause if you want to and look through it. Everything in the AA in World of Warships is okay. Some boats are better than others. This is not an AA cruiser, but she has a fighter, and you can do priority sector as well. And just like that, that DD's gone. Now I'm trying to shoot the Phoenix, and of course, obviously, I'm going to torp the Lexington. And I'm also going to make sure that I don't get torped, because I'm about to drop all my torps on this side. So I'm going to come hard over here and make sure that the Phoenix can't torp me. I'm going to do a tactical Nazi here. Works like a charm. He does actually torp me, but it doesn't do any damage. I can't wait to get submarines in here so I can go underwater and see some of these rocks. Some of the animation is phenomenal from wargaming at the underwater world.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
I'm very fortunate here. One of my teammates take out the fort, and I'm no longer spotted by the Dallas because of my shooting and my shots in smoke. Speaking of that, here's maneuverability. 32.6 knots with flags. 650 meters for turning circle. Rudder shift, it's okay, 8.8 seconds. And concealment for me is 11.5 with all my flags. And detectability by air is 5.1 kilometers. Now I need to get this next one in the captain skills. This is what I build because it's going to get really hairy after this. By all means, feel free to pause this part of the game if you want. Because as I put down these captain skills, it gets hairy. Hairy but fun. And of course, at this point, this is where I say bonsai. This is fun. I really do like this boat. I think it's a fun boat. Rando's an operation. It's not difficult to play. It is a lot of fun. And I will now rack up the points. I wasn't too sure here if the Obama, ever call it, put out torps, but nope, 4 citadels. Like I said, light cruisers, even heavy cruisers, she does a great job. I actually don't have torps here, so it's like, okay. But watch what I do to the Indy. First shot's okay. Second one is, well, done.
Destroyed an enemy cruiser.
And now I have some torps. Even the guys in chat are pretty impressed with how good this is. This is something the guys Yamada did. These actually would have taken out the QE, but whatever. Not a big deal. His torps caused the QE to turn in a bit, so they all missed. Again, not a big deal. But now these cruisers are going broadside to me, these light cruisers. And now I'm just citadeling them. But hey, as always, I hope you enjoyed the review and had a good time watching it. Please stay safe out there and take care. Can't wait to see you next time. Bye for now.